Are you ready to make some pillows with me? I have 2 different ways to show you how to make them. Hey everybody, it's Colette with Blessings Craft Therapy, if you didn't know, and if you did, thank you so much for coming back. So I have this pillow. We're going to start, I got them from Dollar General, by the way. So you're going to start by measuring your pillow from seam to seam. This one happens to be 15 inches. Okay, so once you get the width of your pillow, now we're going to get our fabric out. I got this fabric at Joann Fabrics, and we're going to start measuring. The width of this pillow, this envelope pillow cover, is going to be the same size as your pillow, right? So in this case, it's 15 inches. Your length is going to be double the size of your pillow plus 5 inches. So in this case, I had a 15-inch pillow. We're going to double that, which will make it 30 inches, and we're going to add 5. So that's 35 inches. So that's what I'm measuring here. I'm 35 inches. And yes, I know. Just close your eyes for this part if you are a hardcore sewer and you want to do everything exact. I'm not. Good enough is good enough, right? But here I am just making sure that I have it measured out, and I just put the lines on, and now I'm cutting it out. Again, so this turned out to be 15 inches by 35 inches. I want to make 2 pillows, as I mentioned. So, okay, yeah. Again, if you are a hardcore sewer and you do things by the book, turn away for a minute. All I did was just put my, the fabric that we just cut, I just put it on another piece of fabric, and then I cut it out from that. I suppose I could have measured the whole thing out again, but I had this piece that I already cut out, and so it's okay. I like doing things easy, and maybe it was easier to measure it, but for me, it wasn't. So I just put that original piece on top, and then I just made sure to get the wrinkles out and then just cut it out. Is it perfect? No. But me with my sensory awesomeness sometimes just needs it done. I did clip it at the top so that it stayed in place. There's that. Yay me for there. Anyway, so we're just going to clip them, cut it out. Again, all this fabric came from Joann Fabrics, and it is flannel. So this first one is a no-sew one, and we're going to use Fabric Fusion Insta Fuse. So what you're going to do is take your fabric in the short end, so the part that's 15 inches, we're going to fold down the hems. So we're going to fold it down 1 inch, and I ironed it. Then we're going to open it back up, and I'm going to roll it 2 times. So I'm going to roll it once, iron it. Then I'm going to roll it again. And basically when we roll it, we want it to match up to the original hem that we made. Again, this hem is a total of 1 inch. So here we go. Roll it one more time. Now, I usually add a little mist of water when I do this, just so that it's super crisp and it stays in place. But you do, however, see, I'm misting just to make sure, because I want it to stay in place. I don't want it to get all cattywampus on me, right? So there's that. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So the 15-inch side or width, you're going to do each of the hems. Now we're going to take our Fabric Fusion, and we're going to put a nice bead. I unrolled our hem just a bit. This is that first fold, and I'm just putting that Fabric Fusion on all the way down the width of the fabric. So down the 15-inch hem that we did, we're going to put this Fabric Fusion Insta-Fuse on that, and then we're going to fold it back over, and then we're going to iron it. Now listen, you have to iron it for about 20 to 30 seconds per. So I went down the entirety of that side, 30 seconds. I held it for, a count to 30. Let it cool. That is the key. I sometimes forget this. You're going to do this on both sides, remember. So each 15-inch edge, you're going to have this hem done. And again, same process, putting another bead of our Fabric Fusion Insta-Fuse down on that. Again, you want to make sure that you are ironing it. Again, I did about 20 to 30 seconds, and you want to do each section. If I had a bigger iron instead of this ridiculous tiny one, as cute as it is, it took forever. If you have a heat press, probably works even better. But let it cool. Once it's cool, this is no joke, friends. It is on there. It is awesome. I love it. All right. So next what we're going to do is we're going to fold our fabric. So short end to short end, the 15-inch end to the 15-inch end, put them together. Okay, we're trying to find a center. So we're going to fold it in half, and now I'm going to iron it just so that we have a center line. Then you're going to put your fabric pretty side up, and we're going to make sure we pin or clip or whatever each end of we want to make sure that we know where the center is, right? So just put a clip. Words are hard tonight. Sorry about that. So a clip on each end to note where the center is. This feels like the hardest part of the whole project. So basically what you're going to do is take your pillow size and you're going to divide it by 2 and then minus a half. So for this pillow, it's a 15-inch pillow. We're going to go 15 divided by 2 is 7.5 minus a half an inch. That's 7 inches. So from fold to clip, from fold to center line, you're going to have 7 inches. And that's what we're doing here. You're going to do that on both sides. And yes, they are going to overlap. Now I clipped the ends for this one, and we're going to then fold back one of the edges that we folded on itself, right? So we're going to unfold it, unfold it, and we're going to do a line of glue, that same Fabric Fusion InstaFuse. So you have to do it this way or else it's not going to all be glued, right? So we're going to that first fold that we did, and we're going to put a line of the glue. And same process as when we did our hem. We're going to make sure that that's down. Then we're going to iron it for 20 to 30 seconds, making sure you get each of the spots that you want to be together, okay? I'll be honest with you, this project was so much easier to sew. But if you don't have a sewing machine, I get it. So, and then we're going to do the top part. So now we're going to do a bead of glue, and we're going to go the entire length of how long that top fold is going to be on it. So see how we're doing a piece of that glue, a line of glue, and then we're going to stop right where that top piece would go to. And there's that. And we're going to do the same process all over again. Get our iron and do 20 to 30 seconds for each section. You want to make sure that you go over each section. And again, if I didn't have such a ridiculously small iron, this would take much less time and effort. But I was being lazy and didn't want to pull out my heat and press. It's fine. If you had a heat press, that would go quick. But alas, if you had a regular size iron, also would be good. But again, you want to do 20 to 30 seconds per section and let it cool. Do not try to see if it adhered before it's cool, because if you do, it's not going to be adhered if it's still hot, because that glue is going to still be wet. Does that make sense? So it just takes time to cool. It'll be okay. Be patient. I had to tell myself the same thing. It's very, very tempting to try to pull it apart before, but let it, trust and believe, friends. Let it cool, okay? And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Same song, second verse. You're going to go that first fold. You just want to make sure that you're doing all the spots that you want adhered, all the spots that you would, if you were sewing it, you would want to make sure you add the glue. So there it is. Now it's cool. We're going to turn our pillow inside right. And I'm telling you, it's so cool. This glue worked like a dream. I've used it before and it's awesome. I just love it so much. So all we're doing here is turning out our pillows, pillowcase, so that we can put our pillow in. I'm so excited about this. I love it when a plan comes together, and this totally did. So here it is, and look how pretty it is. Like, quit it, right? It worked. So then we're going to take our pillow, and all I do is kind of fold our pillow in half a little bit. I'm like squishing it, almost like making it into a taco, like a taco shell. Sorry, had to get that tag off of there. But it was $6, but it was on sale. They were buy one, get one free. Now's the time to get that summer stuff. Anytime there's a sale from a season, I always go and get pillows because I know I can cover them. And now I know an easier way to do it. So we're just going to put our pillow inside. And you could see this glue is holding up beautifully. I probably should have taken that big tag off too, but that's okay. It's all right. Nobody's going to see it. It's going to be inside the pillowcase. It's fine. Look at how fun this is. Oh my word. Look at it. Looks so good. You can't tell that I didn't sew it. Wow. So again, this is an option if you don't have a sewing machine. So look at how cute. I was so excited. Like playing with it. Yay. Awesome. Okay, so here's the second one. This one we're going to sew it, and we're going to do the exact same thing we did before. We're going to take our short end, which is the 15-inch end, and we're going to iron down 1 inch. We're going to do an inch hem total, right? So I always add a little mist of water just because it makes my line nice and crisp and it doesn't unfold easily when I do it this way. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. It's just an additional step. But again, we're going to fold it down 1/4 of an inch. We're going to iron that, and then you're going to fold it again so that it meets that other fold that you had, the crease that you had done originally. So it is a total of 1 inch hem on that side. And I added clips because I don't know. I love these clips. I got them on Amazon. I was excited about them. Probably don't even need to clip it. But we're going to do the same thing on the other side, a 1 inch hem total. We're going to, roll it down just like we did with the other side, clip it, and then we're going to sew it. Remember, when you're sewing, friends, you want to do a few little stitches. You go forward a couple and then go back a couple. And the reason why you want to go back a couple stitches is it's called a reinforcing stitch. So you just want to make sure that your stitch doesn't come out, right? And this is a pillow, so it's going to be getting some use, right? We want to make sure it's on there securely. So all we're going to do is do nice and easy. And then the last stitches, you again want to make sure you do a couple back stitches so that it's reinforced. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Same song, second verse. Super fun. I love my sewing machine. I love sewing. I know it's sometimes I'm not good at it. I'll be honest. I'm not good at sewing, but I still love doing it. So I'll still keep doing it. I don't mind. And again, we did the same exact thing here. We went a couple back stitches just to reinforce, and then we're going to go down the length of it. It is just a straight stitch. Easy peasy. I tried to go as much in the center of the stitch as of the hem as I could, but I don't cut a straight line, nor do I sew a straight line. Make sure to trim off your excess threads, and then there it is. How pretty, right? Okay, so now you're going to take that fabric and you're going to find the center. So we're going to fold it in half, and then I iron it just so that we have that nice crisp center line. We're going to do the same process. We now have that center line. So now you're going, and yes, I do use a little mist so that it's a nice crisp line in the center so I have no mistake as to where that center line is. Then we're going to open it up. We're going to put our fabric pretty side up after we get our center line. It's just easier to see it this way when it's wrong side. But once I have those center, you can again use clips or you can use pins, whichever. But I'm going to flip it over so it's pretty side facing up. Then we're going to fold our fabric over. And again, we did the size of our size of our pillow divided by 2, then minus a 1/2 inch. My pillow's 15 inches, so I folded it from clip to fold is 7 inches. Easy peasy. And I have the graphic up for you too. And I'll put it in the description as well. So from there is 7 inches. And then I clip it just to make sure. And then we do the same thing on the other side. From fold to center clip is going to be 7 inches for this pillow. And then again, clip it. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. This pillow went super fast comparatively to the one that we glued. So then we're going to bring to our sewing machine and sew. Again, you're going to do a few back stitches so we have a reinforcement. Then I'm going to go and straight stitch. Now, when I get to the parts where our hemmed parts are, I'm going to actually do a couple reinforcement stitches over those as well, just because it's going to get a lot more, you're going to get a lot more use out of it because you're opening it to get a pillow in there. And I want to make sure that it doesn't come apart. So again, see how we have that part where it meets? I'm going to back stitch over it a couple times just to make sure that that is a really secure attachment. And then we're going to go all the way down. And then we're going to do a couple back stitches to end off that. And then make sure that we cut off our excess thread. We don't want those hanging around. I always forget those though. Tell me in the comments, do you forget to clip the threads? And then later you're like, where's this thread coming from? Oh, I forgot. That's right. I'm doing the same song, second verse on the other side. Again, I reinforce those stitches when it goes over those the openings just to be on the safe side. I just want to make sure that it's nice and secure. You don't have to do that. It's not mandatory. Nobody, the sewing police are not going to come and give you any hassle, but it might just make the length of the life of your pillow cover a little bit longer. Maybe not. I don't know. I always think that I'm doing something smart, and most of the time it's a waste of time. It's okay. Love me through it. It's fine. All right. So we did the same thing on this side, and then we're going to do a few back stitches to end that stitch, cut off our excess thread, and here it is. Now we're going to pull our pillowcase right side out, and I make sure to get those ends so that those points are nice and turned out. And then we're going to, yes, I bought 2 pillows because they were buy one, get one free. So that's why we have 2 pillowcases, friends. So here it is. Look at how cute. I love the fabric. Again, that's from Joann Fabrics, and it's a flannel. And then I get my pillow and I make it into a taco and I shove it in there. Make sure I try to get the corners in with the corners, but you know, it is what it is, right? It's a work in progress always. And then all we're going to do now is just do the other side. And now if your pillow cover gets dirty, you can take it off and you can wash it. And that I love. Or we can use the same pillows and we can make new ones for each season. Oh, I know, right? So excited. Look at how fun this is. I love it. I think it's super cute. I'll be honest with you. There's not much vision-wise. Like if you look at this pillow sewn versus the one that we did with the glue, I can't tell a difference. And here it is on my couch. I love it so much. Look at how cute they are. I love them. How much fun. And if you flip them over and see the back, even if you put them with the back side to it, you know, like with the envelope openings, you can't even tell. It looks so pretty. I love it. This is such a cool technique. It was super easy. Oh, anyways, friends, I hope you'll try it. And I hope this inspires you. Thanks for watching.